Yo, so today I went to the Kamiina Botan stamp rally in Chichibu and Nagatoro and finished that. I'll actually post images this time. I'll like do editing or whatever, but I'll post images. But got the 6 stamps, and then this one is their dorm room. But by the time I came back, it was like 7 p.m. and they close at 4:30 or something like that. But they're them little dudes. Uh, she's kind of smudged a little, I think, because you can kind of see here or whatever. But I went through this, did all that, and then they give you one of these little dudes, and this is the back, and then you can like put stuff in there or whatever. I got some merch as well. I guess I'll talk about that at the end, or I'll show them at the end, or I mean, I guess I can show them now. There's like a little stamp book. Like you go around like train stations and places and like temples, and they can like shrines and temples or whatever, and they can stamp it. I think. Not sure if people would care if I had one like one of the bros and then like pull this out. But I got that, and then to be honest, I got a little too much merch for how little space I have. I got a little acrylic stand. I like Gujo. She's my favorite. And then I did the little, what's that called? Little gotcha. And then I got freaking Jinlan. So a little pair. And then there was there was only large and extra large shirts left, and I'm a medium, like an American medium. I don't know if a large Japan is like an American medium or not, but I haven't taken it out yet. But that's the shirt, and I'll post like an image of the shirt like later that I took at the thing. And then I got a little tote bag. I don't know whether I will use this or not. Every time I use my backpack, like I sweat like crazy, and then you can see the like marks here. So I like got the tote bag. Maybe I'll use it or not, but you can you'll see better pictures of it when I talk like later in or whatever. But sorry, I'm like increasing this thingy. So first I was lost as frick because I was like, okay, well, I walked, or well, I didn't walk. I got to Ikebukuro Station. I didn't take any images of this, by the way, but I got to Ikebukuro Station, and then there was a like the La View Express line or something like that, and then you take that and you just sit all the way like until you get to Chichibu. They were all reserved. All those seats were reserved at like 8:30, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, ChatGPT save me. Because Google Maps kept telling me and like only showing me the paths that like were reserved, and like all the reserved ones were reserved. They're all like filled up, so I couldn't do it. And so I was like, okay, freaking ChatGPT, find me a route, and it found me a route. And luckily, like I went through it and it was fine. And it was all on the Suica card. I didn't need to like pay a reservation or whatever, but it was like 24 minutes later, or like 20 minutes later than the express line. So I got there like a little later, but it doesn't matter that much. So I'm looking at like the images right here, so I have like reference so that I can like put them here or something. But so Anohana, I think, is the one that also takes place here. So they have like a bunch of stuff with that. I didn't take too many photos because I didn't see a lot of it around. But there's a lot of it there anyways. I just like passed by because, bro, I was sweating. I sweat when it's hot. Like that's it. I can do the same exact workout, same exact physical activity when it's cold and when it's hot, and I will never sweat when it's cold, and I will just sweat when it's hot. Thermal regulation or whatever. Anyways, but yeah, there's this little cute Anohana thing, and then you can like put your face in it or whatever. It's been so long since I like watched the anime, I don't remember anything. But there's like you leave the station and then you go into like the tourist center. I think that's what it's called. And then there's like a bunch of Anohana stuff or whatever, like this thingy or whatever. And I guess this was more of their, what's this, Matsuri? Chichibu Matsuri? So it's like their festival or whatever. And then a bunch of like, I guess, what's that called? Like, it's a tourist center, so it's gonna give you like things and you can kind of like see the pamphlets, information guides. I didn't take any of them because I can't read Japanese still, so but yeah, you get this little thingy, and then you start filling them out or whatever. You're supposed to get the 6 stamps, and so I was so confused as to like where to get it. You have to go up and talk to people and get it. Figures, and then you had to go stamp it. And each time I went to eat like the location, I was so lost. I was like, where the freak am I? There's a freaking mosquito. Where the freak am I supposed to like stamp these things? Anyways, they're like, you just follow the crowd. But the crowd was like, there was a lot more people than I was expecting, but like a lot less people than I was expecting, if that makes sense. But anyways, I stamped the first one, freaking Botan, in the wrong location because I saw the person in front of me stamp it in that location. And I was like, does this guy know something I don't? Because I swear when I read this, I mean, I can like sort of like, maybe not read, but I can like read the kanji. Like I know the kanji, like whatever. And I'm like, wait, isn't the tourist center like this one? But I saw the guy place it in the bottom. And so I was like, okay, well, let me put it on the bottom. So I did that. And I walked out a little. And I took an image of this thing right here. It's like some Kamiina Botan thing. It's all in Japanese. I can't. Wait, what is that? It says like 3,000 yen. That's like, wait, what is that? Okay, anyways, somebody probably knows what that is. Anyways, I go back in and then, well, I like look at the thing. I like look at the board and then I like look at the paper and I'm like, okay, this is definitely wrong. So I come in and I'm like, in my broken Japanese, I'm like, yeah, I put this in the wrong spot. Can I get a new paper, please? And they gave me a new paper. So then put Botan in the correct place. Walked a bit, bro. It's freaking sweltering hot. That's all I got to say. I hate the heat. I need fall right now. But the thing I like about Japan is that each like sewer hole like has a design or whatever. They made a Maigo Tomori, is that her name? Little whatchamacallit manhole in Ikebukuro, I think. I had to go find it and look at it. But I like taking photos of them. Anyways, walking. The first one I went to was the some you had to enter through the Family Mart. I saw a lot of people enter through the Family Mart, and I was like, what the heck? Why are they all entering the Family Mart? This thing says like whatever this store is. So I entered the store through like, I don't know if you would consider the back, but like kind of like the back. I didn't really take photos of this, but this is the one where if you follow the Chichibu mayor, he like, I believe this is the location that he posts like these cardboard cutouts at, and I like took a photo with the cardboard cutout. I got some guy to like take a photo of me there or whatever. I guess I'll put it up. You already know what my face looks like. The thing was, I'm not tall. I'm like not tall by any means. I'm like 5'9", but when I was standing and I was like, how should I like stand because I'm gonna like block these dudes. Freaking. So I like was crouching instead. But like if I'm standing now, I like freaking tower over these cardboard cutouts. Um, but that was that. And then I walked to the next station or the next area, and it was like another tourist or not tourist, but like what do you call it? Like an information like tourist stop. I guess it is a tourist stop. Um, I don't know what it's called. Sorry. But you can tell what it is because here, you can tell what it is based on the little spot or whatever it's stamped in. Wait, is this out of order? This is out of order. Wait, is it? Yeah, I think it's out of order. Because I'm seeing hotspot freaking Chichibu Kan. And that is out of order. But, well, I'll show that anyways, or maybe I won't. Who knows? But I don't know what that was. The hotspot Chichibu. I should have done research. I just came here and I just walked and I just like did all the things or whatever. But that was the one with Chinlan. And then I saw they had like Anohana water bottles for like 200 yen. And I was like, damn, I could use some water right now, but I kind of don't want to. There were like so many people like trying to get the stamps. There was one guy in front of me. Bro, what the freak was this guy doing? There was one guy in front of me who had like 10 or like 15 of these. And then he was like stamping all of them. And I was like, is he doing these for his friends or is he like doing whatever? I wonder. But he was doing that, and then there was like a big backlog of line behind him. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to spend too much time here. So, and because it's, bro, it is hot. I'm miserable. Oh, I spotted in one of the locations. I spotted this little thing like Idol Master. The only Idol Master I really know it's Hatsuboshi Gakuen. I guess I can post. Well, I guess if I'm editing things, I can like post images now. But this is unrelated. But I saw a Hatsuboshi Gakuen like soda can machine. And this was when a bunch of people were lining up for something. This was in Akihabara, and freaking they lined up, and everybody there was lining up. I thought it was raining, and I thought people were waiting for like the rain to subside. So I like also went like under the thing to like wait. But then like they started calling numbers, and then like everybody like under the like shelter, like freaking lined up, and I was the only one not lined up. I was like, what the freak is this? But it was near this like little like vending machine. Anyways, that's besides the point. Yeah, I'm walking, freaking. Where is this? This is where is this? Oh, this is where I ate. This is some other center. Michi no something chi. Yeah, I can't read. Chichibu. Oh, wait. What? Is this the what? Road? Anyways, you guys can translate. It's this one. The road, Chichibu Road Eki Station. I don't know how I can't translate. I don't like can't translate in my head. Anyways, sorry, I'm only wasting time. So I walked around, bro. I'm like a loiterer because I don't know where like these things are, and I end up being like the first person there, or not first person, but people kind of comes in waves because like everybody like arrives at the same time at similar times, and they just like do the stamp rallies at similar times. And I kind of came off on like a off thing, like barely nobody got off at my stop because it was like not the convenient train to take or whatever. It was really only like me and then like 3 or 4 other people, but they like whatever. I like lost track of them. Oh, excuse me. But I'm like loitering in this store, uh, because I don't know where it is. And then I walk, and I'm like, bro, it's like inside this little like area. I don't know like if it's obvious by the image, but it's like inside this little area. Uh, oh, and yeah, there's a bro. They know how to advertise. I really wanted to buy some of the alcohol there, and I was like, but I don't drink alcohol, so it's time to drink. Anyways, uh, yeah, it's like with this image, like it's like behind. It's like behind this Ichiro's malt. It's like behind this. But like to me, I was like, that looks kind of off limits, but I'm stupid. It's not off limits. You just go in and walk in and stamp your thing there. Um, so that's that. And I ate there, and bro, these images are out of order. What the freak? I ate there. I got some tempura. It was tempura udon. I was number freaking like 72 on the thing. As a and freaking bro, I'm like they like call your number and stuff, whatever. I'm like, okay, well, I'm number 72. 72 ban or whatever. 72 ban, 72. And then I'm like I'm listening, and then they like never call it. I'm like, am I missing something? And I believe I don't know like what like the actual word is for this, but I believe they're saying like 60 through 64 or something. I think they're like saying through, and I'm like, what are they saying? And they also they only say the number once. So if they say like 62, they only say 62. They don't say 62, please come up, get your order. 62, please come up, get your order. They don't like say it twice. They only say it once. And I was like, okay, well, I gotta listen. And 72 was never called for a long time, but it just took a long time. And eventually they did call it. And I was like, okay, well, I hear it. So let me go get it. And anyways, I get that. And then that was when I needed to go to the next station, I believe. Nagatoro. Nagatoro. So I'm like, bro, what the freak? Where is Nagatoro? Because I can't. I recognize kanji, but I don't know how to read them properly. Like it's like reading names or something, you know? Like I can't read the names. So I'm like taking an image and then like translate and then, ugh. Bro, eventually, hopefully I will be able to not use my phone to translate and just read with my eyes, because I'm just illiterate. But anyways, I made my way up to Nagatoro, and then got the stamp, and then that was it. And then you go in, and again, I am a loiterer. Oh well, yeah. There's this image, but again, I'm a loiterer. I'm like in the Nagatoro tourist building or whatever you call it. Um, some building, and it's really small. And I see like two or three other people also loitering. I'm like, what the freak are these guys doing? Like they're just like looking, and I see like they have like you can like see everybody like walking by. They like have this in their hand, right? And so these guys are in there, like with this in their hand, and they're just like there, like looking at like the walls and stuff. So I enter and I like start looking at the walls. I'm like, okay, well, while I'm looking at the walls, it's a bunch of autographs, by the way. I don't know what the autographs were. I should have taken a picture, but it's a bunch of autographs and then a bunch of like other merch. But I'm like looking at the wall. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure when I read the instructions, it said that I could get the prize at like I believe 4 locations, and this is one of the locations, Nagatoro or whatever that building is. But these guys like I don't see them with a prize, and they're just looking at stuff. So I am just loitering in there, and so some guy comes in, and then he like walks up to the desk and he's like asking for the prize or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So then I make my way, and I'm like, please give me a prize, you know, or whatever. And then he's like, okay. They stamp it. They stamp it to make sure you don't like. They stamp it to make sure you don't like take a bunch of them or whatever. But yeah, That's a prize. Uh, and then you can like put them in or whatever. Yoink. Like that. You can do that. But anyways, yeah, I took some photos. And then, oh, this was where I was like, to be honest, I didn't know where this was. Oh, I was like, where the freak am I? Why did they make me go up here? Because you needed all 6 stamps, and then is her name Yaika? Okay, I forgot her name, but Yaika stamp is in Nagatoro, which is a 30 or is it a 20-minute bus or 20-minute train ride or something? It's like a 20-minute train ride, but it's like a 40-minute or something wait in between each train. And I like finished my stuff so early that like I was just sitting there. So it was like a hour and like 30-minute wait for me or something. But I'm like walking. I'm like, I'm here. I might as well explore a little, right? And so I start walking, and I'm just following the crowd, like, of people, because there's a lot of other people here that are just like here like for tourism. They're not here for the stamp rally, or not there for the stamp rally. And I'm walking, like here's like one section of it or whatever. Like to the left and to the right is like a bunch of food. There's a bunch of ice cream, and I guess here I should have tried it, but I didn't like. Bro, I'm like, where do I put all the trash? Like I did bring a bag just in case to like put trash in, but I was too anxious to like have any trash on me and like also maybe stink up my backpack. So I didn't try anything out there that like I couldn't throw away or like hold on to, like a water bottle. But they had these cucumber sticks, like these, or is it cucumber? Yeah, they had like sticks and then like a cucumber, and I saw like everybody eating it. I was like, this has got to be like a local delicacy or something. I don't know if you call it delicacy. If I don't know if delicacy is the correct vocabulary to use for that. Like, is it meibutsu or whatever? Maybe, I don't know if that's the right word, but like their specialty. I don't know if that's their specialty. But I think it is because I saw everybody eating it. But I don't know what that is. Anyways, I'm walking and I'm like, where the freak am I going right now? And then, hold up, where the, these images are so freaking out of order. And then it's like, boom, and I'm like, wait, freaking, I recognize this place. I'm like, is the freaking place in, is it episode 2? Episode 2 in Kamiina Botan, where Yaka and then Botan and Ibuki, they all go to like the little like place or whatever. Like, oh my gosh, we're here. I do recognize this. And then I was like, crap. Am I supposed to have recognized like a bunch of the other places, but like before me that I was like walking by or something? And this is only like after the fact when I was coming home. But I was trying my best to read this like guy's note.com or whatever. It's like note.com, and they like write it in all Japanese or whatever. And so I'm like reading in my horrible understanding, and I'm like reading it or whatever. And the guy is like, yeah, in Nagatoro, there's like a bunch of shops. There's like one shop that has some autograph there for volume 7 or 8 or something like that. And then if you go up the ropeway area, there's some other stuff up there. There's a bunch of like parts. There's like a bunch of scenery that like is this manga and anime is based on or whatever, or uses as reference, I should say. I didn't go to the flower field. Where I was too tired. I was like too hot and tired. I'll go to the flower field like another day. But I guess it's the next time I would. Like, would I even go in fall? Because it's becoming fall and then winter, and then it would be spring. So it's gonna be a long time until I actually go to it, maybe. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, I'm here in this location. I'm like, holy moly, I recognize this place. And I saw other people going around. They had their is it chibi gurumi, um, little dudes, and they're like taking photos. And I'm like, yo, I probably follow one of these dudes on like Twitter or X.com, whatever the freak you want to call it, Twitter. I probably follow one of these dudes on Twitter. And I like I saw them. What's that called? They had like their chibigurumi, and then they had like the alcohol, the beer from that episode, and they were like taking photos of the scenery or whatever, and they were like drinking too. And I was like, yo, I kind of wish I got like, sorry, I kind of wish I got the beer to drink and then like taste it or whatever, but maybe another day. But everywhere I went, like they had they know how to advertise because they're like, yep, here's all this beer and then here's all these other alcohols, and this is like they like had images of like the whatevers, and I'm like, yo, this is advertising at its best. Anyways, I'll just like post a bunch of images I took. I guess they'll probably be fast. But it's just like this is where they do the boat rolling thing, and stuff like that. I don't know whether these locations were significant or not. Oh, I forgot to mention one guy I saw. I guess this is how people take accurate images. Obviously, I never thought about it. I always thought that they would like research beforehand and then like take images, like take screenshots or something, and then uh, they would like go to the location and then look at their screenshot. But the guy I saw, he had like the anime going on, and he like would pause it and he would like scrub uh, back and forth, and then he would like go there and then like take it. And I was like, this guy's smart. So I guess I'll start doing that. Maybe, maybe not, but it's what's that called? Because I don't know all whatever. I'm pretty sure it was like episode 2. Is it or episode 3 where uh they're in Nagatoro, at least that I remember. But yeah, so I took a bunch of photos and then I left. Oh, I saw a freaking Yuru camp poster. So this is the poster. What does it say? Protect the rules. I don't know what Omoi Kitty is, but have fun, something. But Euro Camp, bro. The Euro Camp bros are fun bros. I like following their content on their interwebs, and the music is also nice to listen to. But I am like always confused. I'm literally just standing there looking, and most of the time I'm trying my best not to translate. Like I'm trying my best not to like use a phone and translate. So I'm like staring at the thingy and I'm like, which platform do I go on? Which thing do I go on? Whatever. And and they have it in English, right? But they don't like have what's that called? Like they say the departure of, or I believe the train where it's going to like end, maybe, I think. I don't know if that's true or not, but it says where it's going. And I'm like, okay, well I need to get to I forget, is it Seibu Chichibu Eki or something like that? Well actually no, the train I need to get on was like, oh, or the train station I need to get on was like Ohana something. But it like doesn't tell you. Like this board doesn't tell you. Oh wait. Never mind, it does tell you. I lied. Yeah, it says it right there. Yeah, stupid me. I only see it now. But I'm looking at like 2 local Mitsuni Gucci or whatever. I'm like, which one is it? You know. But anyways, I asked the dude at the train station, and he's like, yeah, go here, and I go there, and then we make it back. There's some like stuff, and then I walk, I believe like 5 minutes or 6 minutes. I forget how long, but I walk to the Matsuri no Yu, which I don't know what that is. Oh well, Matsuri no Yu, I think is like the foot bath stuff, or maybe it's like a full on onsen, but I think it's like a foot bath at least, and I believe that's where they were in, um, for one particular episode. Maybe it was the same one. Maybe it was a different one. I think it was a different one. Um, Maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna freaking do this right now. I'm like hot and sweaty, and I don't want to like deal with a bunch of stuff or whatever. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. Bro, I can't wait until winter and fall. I will be able to like walk and run and freaking do whatever the freak I want without like worrying about sweating and being tired, or not tired, but being exhausted from just the heat. But anyways, this is I keep doing this, but this is the like Kamiina Botan X Matsuri no Yu like collab, I think. So they're like at the freaking onsen, and that's where like all the freaking merch is. So like this is all like freaking them after an onsen, I guess, or whatever. I haven't done an onsen, by the way. I've been freaking. Oh, I do want to do one soon though, but freaking, because I did one in what was it, in 2023? Was it 1 or 2 or 3? I forget how many. But it was fantastic, bro. I'm like, this is. We need this in America. We need this everywhere. Like, I guess you could take a hot bath, but it's kind of different, bro. I talk about the onsens like in a different thing or whatever, but I freaking like the electric one. I don't know if that's good for you like healthily or not, but I like the electric ones. But yeah, they had the little like thing here as well. I saw other people taking photos of it, so I guess it was okay, but also maybe not. But I ended up taking a photo of it. I'm sorry if it is not appropriate to like do that, but I feel like it is, or I feel like it might have been fine because there were like 20 other dudes taking photos of it. And then there was the merch, right? I think the merch, yeah. They had like cups. Oh, I didn't take photos of the cups. I'm stupid, but I took a photo of the box of the cups. But there's the t-shirts. They only had a large and extra large. Hopefully I can wear it, but I'm like, yeah, anyways, yeah, there's merch, and more merch, and yeah, it's really just merch. Why are these images so out of order? Freaking. Anyways, I'm like, all right, time to go home. I bought some merch, and it's time to go home. And sorry, I'm like blinking out, and I'm like down. I didn't buy the review thing as well because it's like going down or whatever. I think you needed to reserve it outside of the gate. I'm not sure, but I tapped into the gate, and I was like, where's the reserve thing? And then I didn't see it. I only see like a IC card like fare exchange thing. I don't know if that was it or not. I didn't know whether you need to go in and then like order it in there. Oh, excuse me. Or do what? So at that point, I was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna take the same path back. So I go down, and then I see the train is already there, and I'm like, wait, why is there a train already here? It's just like sitting here. But I guess because these parts are a lot more rural, trains just like sit instead of like they come and then leave in like Tokyo. Like these ones just sit for a while. And I was like, am I supposed to be on this train? So I see it. I see the button. Like all the doors are closed, and like I see the button, and on the way here, like on the way up to Chichibu, I saw like some guy like leave and entered the freaking train like 10 times for some reason. But it was pressing like the open and closed button, and then I was like, okay, I did not know you like could do that, but I guess you can do that. So I was like, oh shoot, okay, well I guess I'm supposed to do that here. But yeah, here's the image. It's like if the lights on the door are open, then like press on this button to open it or something. I think I don't know, um, something like that. So I press on it, it opens, and then okay, I'm like nice, and then close, and then I sit, and I basically sit, and then going down all the way or whatever. Um, oh yeah, they had like ice cream machines too. I was like, I really want to eat ice cream, but I really don't want to hold the lid and stuff for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours to like get back to Tokyo. Um, and like I don't know, like have it be messy in my bag if it like did something, so I didn't eat the ice cream. But on the way back down, I Hanno is like the last stop of the particular train I took. Um, and so I was like, okay. So I talked to the I think I never got their names, but the curry people, the kare people, and I wanted to give them like a omiyage. I don't know how to pronounce it, but omiyage, like a little gift to them because I mean they were really nice to me and stuff or whatever. And so I wanted to like I told them I was going up here, and they're like, it's gonna be hot. Take care of yourself or whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll be sure to take care of myself. Um, so I was like, I I for I didn't forget, but I was like, there's so much stuff in my bag that I like the gifts here like will crumple in my bag because there's not enough space or whatever. Um, and I guess like my thought was if I have the like a bag to like hold, it's gonna be annoying once I get onto like the like Yamanote line or whatever. Um, Also today is like the biggest festival or something like that. The biggest firework festival, and like somewhere. I heard the fireworks going on earlier, but they stopped. Um, but so I figured that if I was carrying something, it would be really annoying on the train. So I didn't buy anything there. But then I was like, I was like going down, and then I stopped at Hano, and I was like, I should get them I should get them something. So I got them omiyage uh from Hanno. I also stopped there and ate freaking Yoshida or whatever the freak. Um, but this one was different, I guess. I mean, they're all different or whatever. I mean, I wasn't they're all different, but I guess like each place does things different. It's like in the U.S. where some places only do drive-through, and some places like whatever, you know. So this Yoshida, you have to like go up and get your thing, rather than the one that I have eaten at like once. They like bring the stuff to you, um, and then you also just leave your tray there instead of uh, putting your tray up. I think maybe I'm misremembering which chain restaurant I'm eating at. But anyways, I was so confused. Like they called my thing, um, they called my like table number, and I was like, what the heck? What do they call my table number? So I like turn around, and the person's like staring at me, and I'm like, oh okay, I guess I have to go up and get my food. So I go up and get my food, eat it. Um, this is my food, by the way, I guess. So I ate that, and then when I went to go put it back, for some reason, I like they like every place so far that I've gone to, you like what's that called? Uh, when you put the trays up, there's like a like section for the tray. Like the cash register is different from the like place you put trays up. And for some reason, my brain like freaking farted, and I was like so tired, and I like walked up to the cash register with my tray in my hand and the like little ticket that you're supposed to give them. But I was holding it, and they're like looking at me, and they're like pointing at the thing, and I'm like, crap, I feel so stupid. But yeah, that's really it, and I don't think there's anything else. I saw a cockroach on the way back. Oh, there was a cockroach on the platform too in Nagatoro. For the train heading towards like Chichibu, and I saw the cockroach. I like looked down, I saw the cockroach, and I was like, I wonder if anybody's gonna notice this cockroach because, bro, this cockroach was really skinny. It was like it was like this or whatever. It was like this kind of shape, you know? Like cockroaches typically like that I've seen are like this, you know, they're like that, whatever. But this one's like a I don't know, it's like a bullet looking like cockroach. I was like, what the heck? This is a really odd looking one. But I'm like standing waiting for the freaking train. I'm like I look down because in my peripheral vision I like see something moving. I'm like, what the freak is that? I look down and I see it. I'm like, somebody's gonna like start freaking out. And like 2 minutes later, I hear like some woman like screaming, but it wasn't like okay, it was screaming, but it was like it sounded like a cat, and I was like, what is that sound? Um, and there was like a lot of people on this platform, so I could not see what was happening. I completely forgot about the cockroach by then. Bro, that was like short term memory loss. Like I saw the cockroach, I was like, I wonder if when somebody's gonna see this, and then I completely forget about it. And there's like this lady screaming. I'm like, why is this lady screaming? So I'm like looking, and then eventually I see the cockroach like come out. I'm like, oh, it's because of the freaking cockroach. um, yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Uh, ca- Catch me walking around. Sorry, this is a little loud. Catch me walking around Tokyo wearing this. Yeah, that's it. Peace.